Hello, my name's Dean and welcome to the post-match reaction pod for the Ross County vs Rangers game on the 14th of April 2024, brought to you by the Gallant Few and Rangers Journal podcast. Where to begin? So, as none of us wanted, we were slow out the traps yet again, irrespective of the damage it done to us last weekend. Positives to take from the first half was that we scored from a corner, albeit it was through an own goal. However, it was a positive. Other than that, Sima looked pretty good. That was really about it. We were disjointed throughout the team, midfield, everywhere we're just disjointed again. In that first half, Butland made, really good saves. Defence was getting sliced open far too easily, and the reliance on Captain Calamity and his sidekick, who in my opinion should have been dropped for today's game after their diabolical performances last weekend, it was apparent why they should have been dropped. Everything just seemed to come from that side when Ross County were attacking. Lundstrom, there's been talk of him getting a new contract and things like that. He was as good as a man short today in that midfield. So we go in at half time 1-0. There's not really much more to say in the first half other than that, to be fair. As I said, Sima looks good, and I'm glad that his injury has not had an impact on his abilities, because he looks as assured and as good as he was before he got injured. So that's a positive. Dessers was, he was horrific the day up front. Yeah, he'd held the line and whatever, and he was getting more support from our forward players than he did last weekend, which was pleasing to see. But he was. I would have been bringing him off at half time, and the change that I would have made would have been Dessers for Matondo. Probably put either Matondo on the right and either of them on the left, and have Sima through the middle. That's what I would have went for, because Sima looks good through the middle. Anyway, no changes made at half time, and then before you know it, we're getting sliced open and our arses handed to us. When is it going to become apparent that the prime suspects let us down and down time after time, season after season, and they're undroppable? They could do anything, and by that I mean the serial losers, the bottle merchants, Tav, Goldson, Lundstrom. Barisic, he was only really played the day because we missed that balance, I guess, last week against Celtic, but he was hauled off. Sterling came on, but Sterling should have been started at right back, and Balogun should have started at centre half, so that eradicates that sort of issue. But the changes that are made, and then one thing I'm going to say here is, it's any player getting subbed off, it doesn't matter if you feel it's the wrong thing to do. When you're wearing our badge, shake the manager's hand, have respect for the manager, because he's your boss at the end of the day. I have words with him after and ask him what his decision making was and by bringing you off, but you shake the manager's hand. However, Silva comes off, spits his dummy out, and I wouldn't have brought him off. I would have hauled Dessers off. How long did Dessers last? 75, 80 minutes? I don't know. Maybe 70, I can't remember, but he lasted way longer than he should have done. And again, we're 3-1 down. There's not really anything in our team that you think we're going to we're going to pull this back and win 4-3, because let's be honest, a draw was not even good enough today. We need to win every game in order to win the league. Excuse me. So we didn't do that. That's obviously our own wrongdoing, but we then go and get a penalty, which to be honest with you, it's getting quite tedious now that every single decision that's coming our way, VAR has a look at it, and VAR's not getting it right, so the referee has to go and look at it. Like, why you've got two VAR officials and neither of them are, either A, intelligent enough, or B, brave enough to make the right decision and say, well, that's a penalty. I mean, with the rules, it's a penalty. Goldson's was a penalty last week with the rules, so it's getting, as I say, tedious now. But we have been our own worst enemy today. There's massive changes that are needed at the club. There was massive changes needed when Clement came in, and in my opinion, it's incredibly miraculous that he's actually got us to within a fighting chance of winning this league. In my opinion, the league's essentially over now, because I fully expect Celtic to go on to win, and I do not have any optimism now. I'm an eternal optimist. I don't have any optimism that this group of players can go to Celtic Park and win. We've not beaten Celtic in a meaningful league game for forever, it seems like now. So this group of players, they've not got it within them. The mentality is just not there. And in my opinion, the ones that lack that mentality have to leave, have to depart in the summer. I'm not even bothered about cost, just as long as they as they can leave the side, because I think that's more costly to us, and it's historically evidential that that's the case. So roll on this summer. And I just want to add, it doesn't matter if you get beat. You're the manager of Rangers Football Club, and you've actually disrespected the football club by not shaking the Ross County manager's hand. Don Cowie, he's like, I mean, there's no as if he's like came out and verbally attacked you and your family or whatever. It's like for in order for you to have a quarrel with him, but shake his hand. You've been beaten by the better side. So it's you're the manager. It's blame's partly on you. Shake his hand and be done with it. I don't think you would have ever caught Walter Smith or Steven Gerrard doing that. I could be wrong, but that was a poor end to the game after us getting beat. At least you want the manager to have that respect, and he didn't. So fully expect there to be changes made now, well, if not now, in the summer. So thank you very much for tuning in and hearing my opinion. Hope you all have a better Sunday than me. Take care. Bye bye.